All right, guys, welcome to the Hot Seat, a special edition. We have the man, the myth, the legend, Lasse from Lasse's Food and Barbecue, all the way from Sweden.
All the way here.
All the way here. All the way from San Diego, where he's staying with Robert Roy, with Marion. Excited to be here. This is going to be a good time. We've been chatting the whole day. We made some ribs and chicken on the pit barrel. So at some point, Marion is going to bring us plates, so we may be eating. So this might end up being a little chat and chew, a little mukbang, if you will, and we'll just have a good time. This is a little different than a normal hot seat. Obviously, the guest is here, and we're just going to have a good time and just see how it plays out. It's going to be a lot less informal, and we're going to take a lot of questions. I'm sure there's a lot of people that have questions about what's differences between here and there, whatever. So first off, let's welcome our co-host with the most. We got Kent from Daddy Dutch Barbecue and Cooking. Kent, how you doing, my brother? Everything good? You're looking slick with that haircut, buddy.
Yeah, so far so good. Just waiting for some questions. So,
all right, guys. If you have any questions for us, Kent will be checking out the chat forum and give them to us. I can barely see the chat because I'm a little bit further away than I normally am. So just put them in there. If I see some catch my eye, I'll jump in. All right. Our moderators, we got Kris, Hobo Nichol BBQ, Red from Red's Barbecue Pizzeria, and I think Scotty's in there. I'm not sure. Kirby should be in there too. If you guys are not subscribed to any of us at any particular time, click the show more down below, and all our links will be there. All right. So I would like to do something a little out of character, a little out of the ordinary, being that is today is September 11th, 9/11. It's been 17 years since the great tragedies in New York, Pennsylvania, and the Pentagon. If we just take a quick second of silence, bow your heads, whatever, just say a quick prayer. All right. So just 1 second. All right, cool. All right, guys. I'm excited. This is freaking cool, man. Yeah. I've already had a chance to meet Lasse. Him, Aaron, and AB came over on Sunday and just blessed me with some company. So that was really cool. Let's get started, man. Yep. So, where are you from?
I'm from Sweden.
He's from Sweden.
Yeah. More precisely, I live in Stockholm, the capital of Sweden, and that's where I lived all my life.
Right on. And what brought you out here this week?
Well, I was going to go on a business-related issue, but it was kind of canceled. So I decided to go anyway and just hang out with whoever was in the neighborhood. And neighborhood has been San Diego most of the time, and Riverside, and now here, Fontana.
Rancho Cucamonga.
Yeah.
I had the syndrome once. All right, so I see we got Scotty's in there. I see him now. KB, Keith Bettag. Keith, how you doing, brother? Who else? Jay. There's Jay, Leprechaun. Air fryer recipes with Booger 500. What's up, Miss Boogs? How you doing? Miss Acosta's in there. What's up? Smoky Goodness. All right, I'll try to keep a little bit better, keep track of the chat a little bit more. Again, if you guys have questions for Lasse, put them in the chat and put them towards Kent Vanderweer. Yeah. Every week. Every week. Don't look at me like that.
If I'm gonna read this, I'm gonna have to be up like here. So, hello everyone.
What's up, Juan? I see Tom, John, Phil, and Florence. How you doing, brother? Sorry, we got a bunch of electronics going live right now. So anyway, all right, cool. So far you've been here, 5-6 days?
Yeah, something like that.
So what's been the best thing you've done?
Meeting you guys, I would say. I mean, it's what it's all been about, meeting other YouTubers and hanging out, and that's, I have sightseed a little bit, but I've been in LA. I haven't been to Santa Monica Boulevard. I haven't seen the Hollywood sign. I'm not going to. I saw the airport, and I've seen you guys.
You saw the airport.
Yeah, but it's more or less it. So
So what has been the best thing you've eaten since? Because while you've been on a tour,
I know. This, well, I've eaten a lot of good things. Actually, the fish tacos we had yesterday were really authentic. We had that for breakfast, me and Marion. Kirby's carne asada were really good.
Right.
Yeah, it's all been good. Too good, of course. I mean, I need larger clothes now. So.
And what about that chili verde you tried today?
That was really good. I saw it being made this Sunday, and then I had some today. It was really good. Well, you should check that out. It's going to be around on YouTube one of these days.
Well, as AB and Lasse and Kirby were here on Sunday, I was actually cooking and doing a video. So that's going to be out tomorrow. And they saw me making the chili verde, and we had it for lunch today while we were cooking. So
very good. Yeah.
I mean,
you need to do that recipe. So
I don't want to brag or anything, but yeah, it was pretty damn good. All right. So who else we got in there? I don't know. Smoky Joe's. How you doing, brother? Cooking with James. How you doing? All right. I don't see anybody else that I'm missing. Kristy's cooking channel. How you doing? Right on. All right. Cool. All right. Oh man. 2 cents. Okay. All right. Tell me about your family life, spouse, kids.
I got a wife. I've got 2 of mine and 2 of hers. They're all over 20. 2 living at home. They are hopefully not living at home a year from now, at least. I work full-time job. Do YouTube as a hobby, like most everyone, I guess. Yeah, that's about it. 2 dogs. Yeah.
What do you do for your main job?
I'm in IT. I work for an insurance broker, so I'm mainly making sure that everything just works.
Sounds exciting.
Not really. Pays the rent.
Pays the rent, exactly. Yeah. All right, cool. Have we seen Mega Fred go in there yet? I don't see him yet. He has this one question. You know what? He wasn't there last time. He wasn't in here last time. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you.
Yeah.
What's your favorite music, bands, whatever?
Yeah, I actually talked to him about that at one point, and because I did a tag like that.
Oh yeah.
So if I had to pick one band that kind of influenced my life growing up, it would be Queen. The Queen.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Right.
That's I really think so. I gave it some thought then, but I listen to most everything these days, so it's just one part of it. But yeah, the Queen.
The Queen?
Yeah.
That's ABBA.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say ABBA. Of course, I've listened to ABBA as well because I kind of have to. I'm Swedish, but it hasn't influenced me. I had listening to Kiss and ABBA at the same time.
Right.
Growing up. So no, but I think Queen is the best.
All right. I saw a couple more people jump in the chat. Usually what happens when we do this over, like say you're in that room, it flashes to you while you talk, and I have time to look at the chat or, make eye contact with Kent. We go back and forth. So it's if you guys notice that I'm looking down, it's not so much that I'm not paying attention. It's that I'm looking to, get more material, follow the chat, so I don't miss anything. Kent doesn't miss anything. So don't think I'm being rude to my guest right here. I've been rude to him all day, so it's not a big deal. And,
I'm used to it now. Yeah.
He's used to it by now. So I see we got Chef in the chat, Kris Meathead's in there, Bottle Cat Barbecue, Amy, who's a new subscriber. Welcome, Amy. Appreciate you being there. Phil, Daddy Cooks, is blessed us with his presence. What's up, Phil? How you doing, brother? That's so cool. I don't see anybody else going through the chat. We have 41 viewers right now. 41.
Yeah.
We're looking to hit 60. If we can hit 60, we're gonna be 61. It'll be epic. General Diamond. So that's James's cameraman. What's up, dude? Let's see. What I want to do too is defer to Ken a lot with the questions in the chat because a lot of these people have a lot more to hear than my normal bullshit questions. Okay. So, Ken, we're going to be going back and forth to you a little bit more. I really want the people watching to really get their questions answered and get to know Lasse a little bit more. Okay? So, Ken, give me your questions you got going on right
now. The first one I had, you already checked Red off because you asked his question, so we'll skip that one. Lewis at Our Shack Barbecue wants to know, what elevation do you live at in Sweden?
Ocean level.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. All right.
Go on with that anymore. Just
Yeah.
the ocean level.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really have no idea. You know, it's like ocean level. I think I'm like 3 feet above the ocean, something like that.
3 feet, just
like
enough to keep
I
the
don't
boats
know.
dry. Okay. Hobo wants to know, what's it like living with Marion?
What's it like living with Marion?
Oh yeah, that's great. He's showing me everything there is to know about San Diego and Chula Vista, so it's great. I love it.
So he's a good tour guide, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cooking with James asked, he wants to know, what is the big difference between back home in Sweden and what you've seen of the States so far?
About eating, is that what he's asking? Or the differences in general?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, Chula Vista, San Diego, Tijuana is like 5 million people. Sweden is 10 million people. Okay? Stockholm is between 2 and 3 million people. A lot more cars here, a lot more people all over. The cities are more spread out. We have more apartment buildings, I would say, in Stockholm. So we have a larger number of people living in a smaller area than the parts I've been in so far, which has been more, you know, residential areas around the areas here. So I think that would be the biggest difference. And then food-wise, we have the same food you guys have. Just that we generally have smaller portions, I would say.
All right.
It was cracking me up about your new earpiece there.
Yeah. He's a ball buster. I think he's related to Chef Johnny. But one last question for this group, and then I got to go back through the chat. I see there's a few in there I got to catch up on. Miss Booger, the air fryer queen, wants to know, how did you learn English? Was it school taught or?
No, I was kind of born this way. No, we do take English from we're 9 years old, and then that doesn't, we don't really get to practice it. But we live in a country, we don't dub our movies. We have subtitles, so we are of course influenced. We have Hollywood movies, Hollywood TV series, stuff like that. And then when I spent the year, which would be similar to the senior year in high school, as an exchange student in Alabama. So I guess that's where I picked up most of the fluency. Since then, I don't really practice my English that much, but I read only English, and I do this YouTube thing. It kind of keeps me practicing it. So because I wanted to keep it if I need it. So
great.
Yeah. So, but it comes. I would say it's the exchange student thing that gave me most confidence anyway.
Did you have to learn it to come here?
No.
No.
Yeah, I actually have a friend who went at the same time, and he, of course, he had that English in school,
Cool.
but he was really, he wasn't doing that well. But he learned English by being here.
Oh.
You know. But so now when I'm here, I actually think in English.
Okay.
But when I went to Alabama, it took me a couple of months. I still had to translate everything. Now I don't translate. It's like it's there.
So there's a heavy Southern accent in Alabama. Did that trip you up at all?
Yeah, and it probably was worse before. But then I had some dealings with England for a while, and that we are taught British English in school, and so I'm kind of mixed, because if I go to the UK, they think I'm American.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but if I go to America, they don't think I'm American. So it's a matter of perspective, I guess.
Okay.
Short and to the point.
You answered Eric's question with that too. He was wondering if this is the first time you were in the States.
No, I've been here. This is the 5th time I'm here, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's it for now, guys.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm looking at other people that joined the chat. I see LT Lewis from Our Shack Barbecue, Eric from Roundhouse Ranch, Eric the Smoky King Barbecue, Stone Mountain Barbecue. What's up, guys? Cynthia
everybody.
Falcon, Pickles Barbecue. I think that's all I've seen in there. If I see any more, we'll jump in there and I'll give a holler out. All right. So how long you been doing YouTube?
I started early August last year.
Yeah.
So actually I think I had my first video uploaded on the 2nd of August, but then it was just trying it out for a couple of weeks, and then I decided I was going to do it maybe, so about a year ago. Yeah, something like that.
And what's kept you kind of grinding on it?
I find it fun. I find it relaxing doing it, and the interaction is good. I like the interaction with other people. I like watching other people's videos to, learn more, get inspired, stuff like that. So, yeah, I think it's fun.
Cool. And what do you normally film with?
These days, I film with most of it. I film with a Panasonic Lumix, but I just bought a new camera, so I'm trying to use that. It's a very small, regular video camera, but it gives me some advantages compared to the Panasonic that I had. So I'll see. And then I shoot some of it. I shoot just with my phone, with my iPhone.
Red wants to know, am I sexy as hell in person?
Of course, yes.
It's true. I mean, look.
And he's tall. I mean, it's like, that's tall.
Oh my gosh, what else? Yeah. So Marion just brought us our dinner.
Yeah, so this is my first baby back.
All right, so we get to see Lasse's first baby back.
You've seen me eat, though. If you follow Marion, you kind of like, so I'm going to try this.
Red said, do I kiss on the first date? Only if you buy dinner.
Yeah.
Tom Horseman, how you doing, brother? Welcome. Let's see here. Kent, I know you got some questions. Why don't you ask if you can so I can take a bite of my rib?
It's very good.
These were done on my pit barrel. That's pretty good, man.
I tell you, you're working me to death here tonight.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'll send you a rib.
Gee, thanks. I'll make my own. They'll be
better. Probably better.
All right. Bottle Cap Barbecue wants to know what your favorite meat is to cook, and are there any meats you found in the States that are hard to get back home?
So if my favorite, favorite meal? I just like cooking. That's the base of this whole thing. I like cooking, and I wanted to, and have used YouTube filming to kind of reinvent my variety of cooking. So my family is actually asking me not to just invent new dishes all the time. Instead, just revisit something that they like or something like that. But I don't really want to film the same thing. I do have similar videos, but I try to do it differently. And I do like the variety of, I've got quite a few cookers, and I cook indoors and I do things like that. And I just like the fact of being able to do most everything on every type of cooker, I would think, yeah.
Awesome.
I don't know if that answered the question, really.
Well, what is, so you have a lot of cookers. What are your favorite cookers to use?
Well, if I look at it, so my channel is Lasse's Food and Barbecue. So food-wise, I would probably say a griddle. And I've got a few different types of griddles, but I think a griddle is probably to cook food. And then the barbecue way, I would actually think that's my mini WSM, which is actually a rebuilt Smoky Joe. So it's like an 14-inch Weber Smoky Mountain in size. It cooks really good pulled pork. I really like using that cooker. And it's so fuel efficient. It's a good cooker. But I like them all. I like to vary it. I use my UDS sometimes, and of course I cook most of my barbecued meal I do on my Weber. It's because it's convenient. It's good working height, and yeah. I would think. Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay.
All right. Cooking with James, we talked about this a little bit before we went live. Wants to know, have you gained any weight since you've been here, as much as these guys are trying to put food down your throat?
I'm sure I have. I don't know. I was on some scales, I think like 4 years ago or something like that. But yeah, most likely. I don't think I've eaten this much in the last 3 weeks, actually, than I've done since I came here. It's all good, though. I'm going hiking tomorrow.
There you go. Work some of it off. Let's see here. Pickles BBQ. What's the one thing you want to cook after coming to the U.S.?
That I want to cook?
Yep.
Actually, we did that today. I wanted to cook baby backs because we can't get baby backs in Sweden. So CJ did that for me. So I think that's...
They're freaking good, too.
Yeah, really good. I don't really... If I want to cook something, I do that. Mm-hmm. You know, I as long as I can get the ingredients to do it. And I think that's... Baby backs is the one thing that's hardest to get in Sweden, I think. I don't know why. Not really. I know they export most of them here, but I should be able to get some. But any which way.
Some of these questions are getting out there a little bit.
It doesn't matter.
I think Red's been drinking since 8 o'clock this morning, but I can't confirm or deny that. Here's one from Red I can actually ask. If you had one Swedish dish you think needs to be in the U.S., what is it?
A Swedish dish that needs to be here.
Swedish meatballs?
Yeah, but Swedish meatballs are here, really. I would say... Well, we have a few dishes that you guys would consider be balut, so I don't know. Yeah, but there are some things that we do. I think most things are here, though. I'm not that, I'm not that experienced in eating here, even though I've been here a lot. This is, I'm in a part of in a time in life where I actually experience new things. Whereas when I went to Alabama, well, they even wrote in the newspaper about me complaining about fast food. So, I mean, I don't know. We don't really have that many exciting recipes. If you follow me, I've got just over 300 videos, and I've got 8 Swedish dishes. And I think 6 of those you all know about, and the other 2 maybe, I don't know if they should even be here. We eat a lot of reindeer. I wish everyone could do that because it's really good. But,
oh, wow. I won't tell my little kids that.
Yeah, I eat horse as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if I can get it. Yeah, it's good. It's like beef.
All right. Well, while CJ's still stuffing his face here, we'll continue on.
Look at the smoke ring. You gotta be a little impressed. Come on. No?
Looks a little dry, honestly, but okay.
You shut your mouth.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
Don't be mean, Kent.
I learned it from you. It was a job requirement, damn it. All right, Eric from Roundhouse Ranch BBQ wants to know, who's hotter, Swedish women or American women?
Careful, your wife might be watching.
Yeah, I know. Well, the answer to that is Norwegian women, but of course I'll say Swedish women. Yeah, I really have to do that. But there are some Swedish women living in America, so I guess they could be included as well.
Good. Let's see. Who's this? I have to proofread some of these questions. So
let me shout out to people I've seen jump in. Beach and Barbecue, Fire Escape Grillers in there. Soul Food Cooking, how you doing? Tom's Tinkering. Mike from CLE Random. Michelle Cooking Little Spice, how you doing? Or Melissa, sorry, Melissa, my bad. I think that's everybody kind of caught up to the chat. Again, if you guys, you can see the questions going through. We got 43 people in the chat or watching. So jump in the chat if you have any questions for Lasse and get them out there. I see Juan. What's up, brother?
Call friends and family. We need some more viewers.
Yeah. Share this on social media. Let's get more people here.
Yeah.
Let's see here. All right. Since we're in LA, sort of.
Yeah.
If they're going to make a movie about you, Who's your actor? That's
Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland. You studied. You studied. This guy thinks he knows what's up. So okay. So he had his quick answer.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Big Ray? He had his quick answer. You in the chat. Who plays him in his own movie?
This is gonna be interesting.
Quick with it, people. Let's go. Fawn Tucky. Hey, don't talk about that. Hey, Bad Beast, what's going on, brother? Oh, I play him. Can't. That's funny. Oh my goodness. All right. David Spade. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor. Wesley
yeah,
Snipes.
yeah, I'll take him as well.
I don't know about Wesley Snipes, James.
Sam Jackson.
Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
John Malkovich. Yeah. That's a stretch.
Donald Sutherland.
The Muppet Beaker. Donald Sutherland. That's funny. All right, cool. All right.
Yep.
All right. Funniest thing that happened while you were filming.
While I'm filming.
That you edited out.
Well, I've edited out a few whole videos actually.
Really?
Yeah. Funny. I think the funniest things is when the kids walk in, you know, totally oblivious to me standing, cutting up something, you know. I'm in the close up and I'm talking to the camera and I'm doing this and they're coming in with their headphones on, just talking really loudly about something. It always cracks me up, you know. And then I get mad.
The damn kids always getting in the way.
Yeah, they should know better by now. I mean, I'm doing this every day and I've done for a year, so.
Hey, B, what's going on, brother? You know what we should have done was get you one of these hats.
Yeah.
While we're doing this thing. All right. Who taught you how to cook, Mike?
I would say it would be my stepmom. I lived with my mom up until I was 10, and then my parents got divorced, and I stayed with my dad. Mm-hmm. And when I was 12, my stepmom, she came into the kitchen and she said, "Before I met your dad, I had a lot of boyfriends. None of them could cook. You have Mondays you have to cook Mondays because you need to learn." And then that increased over the years. So I probably cooked 2 or 3 times a week. And I had to plan it. I had to do everything.
You had to go shopping for it?
No, they did shopping, but I had to come up with what I wanted to cook. Of course, I could just, you know, make scrambled eggs. It didn't matter. She just wanted me to be a part of it. Besides, she and my dad, they worked a lot, and I had small brothers and sisters, so I was a lot with them. But she was the one that made me start cooking, and it's always been like that.
Well, all right. So, in case you're wondering, while we're eating, when they got here, we went to the store, got some ribs. We got baby backs because they don't have them in Sweden, because they import them to here. Well, export them to the U.S. All right, so that's why we're eating baby backs today, and that's why they don't have them. Of course, there are pigs there. Yeah, that they're just not sharing them with their own people.
You guys pay better.
We pay better. So when we got back from the store, we put these ribs on the pit barrel, and they just kind of came off right now as I was about ready to go live. So Marion, Robert Roy brought us plates. So this turned into a little kind of chat and chew, little mukbang thing. So, which I really think that sounds horrible.
Yeah,
I hate that. I hate the name.
How did you come up with that?
I don't know. Anybody in the chat know where mukbang came from? Is that Asian thing? What up, Jay Wade? How you doing, man? AB, we're missing you here, man. I thought you were coming up today. All right. You want to take a bite before I ask another question?
No, ask away.
All right.
I'll wait. Finger licking good.
Really, I'm impressed with these.
Yeah, really good.
Not bad, especially for a drop. I dropped one in the pit barrel. I don't know.
We didn't see that.
We didn't see
we did, but I've got it on film. No, I don't.
So you know it's tender.
Yep.
What do you cook during the week?
I cook what I show on my channel. I wouldn't do any low and slow. I usually don't cook over the day. I might do a crock pot recipe during the day. I cook every day. I would say I go out to eat maybe 5 times a year, something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you got
I eat with my whole face. Yeah. Yeah, it's very seldom. And also I had to cook so I can bring lunch because I've got my 2 dogs with me at work, so I can't really go out and eat lunch. So I always bring lunch.
So tell me how that came about. He brings his dogs to the office with him.
I used to be alone in an office, and so I got a dog as company, really. Okay. And then I was moved to headquarters, and I said, well, I want to bring my dog. You know, I don't want to have a dog that I had to leave at home because I work 10-hour days, and it wouldn't really be fair on it. So they said, well, you can bring that, and that's the way it's been since then. That's like 15 years ago.
Wow.
And I'm the only one doing it. All my colleagues, a lot of them have dogs.
Do they get mad? Or
no.
They get like jealous about it or whatever?
No, because I'm indispensable. So.
Oh, that's funny. All right, Kent, you got some questions that you've gone through?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Right,
the first one is from the air fryer queen, and I'm pretty sure it's a loaded question. So do not answer air fryer. What is your favorite indoor cooker? I heard you say crock pot, so that'd be a safe answer, I'm guessing.
Crock pot is, I like using that. I like using my sous vide. I do really like using my air fryer. I did get an air fryer at DeLonghi just because Booger said so. So I guess that's the answer she's looking for. I do like it. I usually do sides with it. I do potato and I do vegetables, stuff like that. I usually do that when I grill. So I grill the food and then I cook the side and the inside. I like that. I like using my stove. I'm there quite often, actually.
Okay. I just saw a comment in here from Robert Roy. It says, can someone pick me up at Walmart in Rancho Cucamonga? CJ and Lassie left me there.
Don't let him fool you. He's sitting in the other room.
Yeah, he's in the kitchen.
He can walk. Hell with him. Phil,
I hear my brother in the other room too. Hi, Tony.
Phil at Daddy Cooks.
Where you
wanted to know, is there anything that surprised you or caught you off guard while you're in America that you hadn't seen before?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Wow. Short to the point.
Since I've been here before, if I was to answer that 1980 going to New York, yeah, everything. But since I've been here quite a few times, it's not like, it's not a new scene. And this part of, even though I haven't been to California really, I've been to San Francisco for a couple of days, but I haven't been outside of San Francisco before. I would say that, I've seen this on TV and and with the internet today, it's, nothing is new really. So not really, no.
All right. Cooking with James. Which do you prefer, wine, beer, or liquor?
Wine. I would say wine. I don't drink liquor, very, very seldom, but I don't have a drink. Something, I do like a beer when it's warm, but I would say wine. But my alcohol consumption is fairly low, very low. But yeah, I do enjoy a good glass of wine, though.
Any specific wine? Rosé.
I would probably say some Italian wines, Ripasso wines. I like them. I like Rioja wines from Spain. I do like a wine called Klein. It's from here, somewhere. One of the wineries in California.
Not bad. Stooping to that California level.
Yeah.
Soul Food Cooking wants to know, what do you find most challenging about making YouTube videos?
Coming up with new ideas, finding new recipes. The basis of my cooking is winging it. And if you wing it and you have a certain ingredient, you're going to wing it. You will end up winging the same thing. I mean, I've been cooking for 30 years. I'll probably do it more or less the same way. If I don't, I have to kind of either create a recipe or follow a recipe, of course, but I rarely do that. I usually wing it from beginning to end. And so it's the imagination, I would say.
All right. The final question I have right now, till I go through the chat, is Hobo Nichol wants to know: have any of these little tightwads in California fed you any tri-tip yet?
Any tri-tip? No.
Yeah.
Today. Yeah, in Chile Verde today. Yeah.
That way.
Well, we have tri-tip in Sweden, so I cook it. I've cooked it a few times. So
great.
You see, barbecue just asked how my hat smells. It smells like
lavender
and lovingness.
Yeah.
Nothing about you is lovingness. Sorry.
I showered this week. Don't worry.
All right. About time. Gotta go.
All right. So what's your favorite thing to cook out of all your little apparatus?
I would say I like quick dishes. But I guess that's another question. What's my favorite meal?
Mm-hmm.
You know. So, but my favorite thing to cook, stir fry. I would say.
Oh yeah.
It's quick and easy. It's very easy to vary. And I've gotten like this huge affection for cauliflower rice. I mean, it makes everything better. Yeah. So no, I would say stir fry.
Right. All right. So Sal actually asked me to get you some sayings.
Yeah.
Stir fry.
Yeah, but I got some myself. So
he took care of it. We could have at the store today if we really needed to.
Yeah. I might buy some more. I got 3 bottles, but I might get some more.
Right. So you're ready for the stir fry.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So we talked about your drinking or lack thereof.
Yeah.
All right. I saw a Christy cooking channel in there. So wait, hold on. I see Sal Lindstrom burgers. That right?
Yeah.
What is that?
Beef alla Lindstrom. Yeah, it's like a hamburger with capers and beets, pickled beets in them.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, I think traditionally they're served with potato and a cream sauce. So it's a traditional dish. I haven't made it yet, but Sal made a burger out of it. So we did the collaboration. Actually, he did all the work. I was just like a co-star in that video. But
right.
It was a really good one.
What did you think of Sal's accent?
I think it was actually probably the worst Swedish accent ever, but it was really
I was
funny.
That too. It was like kind of.
It was great.
Gritty.
We laughed so much at home. It was really good.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. Ray said, "Have you ever cooked haggis or eaten haggis?"
Yeah, I've eaten it. We don't cook it in Sweden, but I've eaten it in Scotland. I actually like it. It's a little bit. It's a different. It's an English food, but I like it.
I don't know if I get there, buddy.
Yeah, well, it's
all right.
I would eat anything once, most anything once. I wouldn't eat snake. I can't. I just can't stand snake. But I'd eat everything once. But there are a lot of things I will not eat the second time. But I would try it.
What about beef tongue tacos?
Yeah, I've had beef tongue.
Yeah. Lingua.
And I've had bear's heart.
Bear's heart.
Yeah. So but that was actually really good.
Really?
A reindeer tongue is really good, although it's more like you look like a lamb fillet. It's really it's narrow, but it's really good. Really good. It's good. I mean, I think most foods are good. So
as long as it's prepared correctly.
Yeah, if you do it right. So, yeah.
All right. Brad said Rocky Mountain oysters.
Which I don't know what I mean.
Bull's balls.
I haven't had that. Yeah. They eat that in France. I haven't. I'm not so sure.
No, I don't know if I can do it.
No, I don't know. I've eaten lamb intestines. So
they cut them, slice them up, and then deep fry them.
Yeah.
I mean, if you deep fry anything, it's
probably okay. But I'm not so sure.
Anybody in the chat, have you had Rocky Mountain oysters before?
Yes.
That's good.
All right, kid, tell us about it.
Rocky Mountain oysters. Imagine if you bread them. Imagine having a breaded pork tenderloin.
All right.
There you go.
Did it stress you out eating them?
No, because they weren't my balls.
Well, fair enough.
No, it's a really rich meat.
Right.
you know. But it's like eating a breaded pork tenderloin.
Okay.
So we actually have a small town over here called Craig, and every year they have the Testicle Festival. It's a big town party, and they go to town and slice and fry up calf nuts.
I will never look at tenderloin the same way again.
Just don't put mayo on it.
Cooking with Rye, welcome. That's the far south on the bar. He wants to eat. All right, I saw 87, which I don't think I've seen him in the chat before, so welcome 87. Barbecue Pit Dude's in there, or Pit Dog. I don't see Pit Dude. HD Flame, Suburban Barbecue, and of course we mentioned Sal already. And Josh and Babe, the Testicle Festival. Josh is lining up for that. He's booked his ticket already. Ken, do you have more questions, or you just kind of end on the Bulls balls?
Yeah, I got a couple here. One it popped up a little bit ago, but it's from Chef at Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. Is there a favorite fish you cook back home
that I like cooking?
Yeah, different from what we have here.
No, different. No, I wouldn't know. No, we have flounder. It's pretty common. Trout, salmon, cod. You know, same fish as you do. We do not have. There are some fishes that you guys have that I've seen videos of that I have no idea what they look like.
No.
Yeah. So I guess I think those are the most common. I like pike. It's very seldom that I get hold of it though, but I really like it.
Northern pike?
Yeah, you know, the long. Yeah.
Very good. Very good fresh.
Yeah.
So if you like pike, you'd like walleye or perch also.
Yeah.
Very, very similar fish
as
far as taste wise.
It's really really good making fish. We call them clannets, you know, like small burgers.
Okay.
Yeah, patties.
All right.
Let's see. I lost my spot here. So I got a couple others here, but Fire Escape Griller says or asks, are you able to get spare ribs in Sweden, just not baby backs?
Yeah, we can get spare ribs, and we can get something where, which looks like a part of the baby back, but it's just, I would say it's almost as long as a baby back, but it's really narrow and really thin. So, but normal regular spare ribs, yes, but they're cut a little bit different, so they're more like a pan flute. So the longer bones are really long, so we can't really cut them down to St. Louis styles because it's not really going to be any point. And we also saw that in the store today that our spare ribs are a lot less meat on them. Here, the spare ribs here are meatier. So I would say actually the most meat on the ribs we have is the rib tip part. So in the end, even though I do like buying them, in the end, it's quite an expensive cut of meat when you look at the meat you actually get out of it. So, but I do like it.
Sucks when all you're paying for is bone.
Yeah.
One last question. Pickles Barbecue wants to know, how much do you grill or barbecue during the winter months up there?
Pre-YouTube, never. Last winter, every week at least. I grilled. It was really fun grilling in the snow. It worked. I mean, I wouldn't even think that the kettle would be warm enough to grill in, but it was, of course. So I'm going to do it a lot more this year. You know.
Yeah, I saw a couple of them videos out there and going on this.
Yeah, but it was especially in the weekends. On the weekends because we got really short days in the winter. So I mean, the sun comes up at maybe 9:30 and it's gone by 3. You can't really do an outdoor cook when it's, you know, on a weekday. I don't have that type of lightning to be able to shoot during an evening out. So
okay.
All right, cool.
Hobo wants to know what a pan flute is, but he can Google that afterwards. I had one other one. Where'd it go? Oh, Deep Sea Barbecue wants to know, what's the coldest temperature you've experienced in Sweden?
I've had 48 minus Celsius, which would be, I have to look that up.
Well, while he's looking that up, Meathead Kent is helping me interview him because he's keeping eyes on the chat. And there's a lot more questions that we're taking from the chat than the normal guest. All right, so that's
minus 54.
Minus 54 Fahrenheit.
Yeah. It was very cold, and it was only one day, but it was very, very, very cold. That's when your nose hairs freeze.
Getting change thrown at you does not count. Hobo. God bless you.
All right, that's all I got for now.
All right, cool.
Meathead wants you to ask the questions anyway, so.
Meathead could just go spin a grape somewhere, Meathead. All right, cool. I think Christy Cooking Channel is still in there, so we'll ask her a question. What is the best and worst thing you ever cooked, whether it's on film or not?
Yeah, neither is on film, actually. I think the best thing I ever cooked was a lamb fillet that I made a few years ago, or I made several. Mm-hmm. We barbecued them. They were so good. We just easily seasoned, but they were just cooked perfectly. The worst thing is we were going to make like a beef bourguignon on a New Year's Eve, mm-hmm. but we wanted some heat in it, and I used the hot sauce that we had. I did miss that it had kind of fermented, so it came out so hot. It was totally inedible. We really couldn't eat it, and we were sitting down to eat at 9 New Year's Eve.
Right.
Everything was closed.
Oh, no.
We couldn't eat the food we had, so we had to improvise the whole evening. I think we had like hot dogs for dinner on New Year's Eve.
Well, it's a good story.
Yeah, yeah, but it was just too hot. You know?
All right. I'm going to ask that one, Kent. Do you buy all your furniture at IKEA?
No, but probably 50% of them, yeah.
Nice. Is it just as pain in the ass to build it there as it would be?
Yeah, it's exactly. But I built like 3 IKEA kitchens, so yeah, I've done it all my life. Yeah, but I actually worked like 2 minutes from the first ever IKEA, so I go there and pick up stuff in the food court and stuff like that. So you know, I need candles. You know, you can never leave IKEA without some tea lights and some napkins.
Yeah,
you know, they kind of get stuck on you. So I go pick up stuff like that. So.
All right. Someone asked if I sleepwalk. Deep Sea BBQ. He isn't staying with me. He's staying in San Diego, a couple hours south from here, and him and Marion drove up.
So sorry, I don't know.
I don't sleepwalk. I snore like a freight train sometimes, though. Hey, Bethany, what's going on? Let's see here. Who else? I think we're kind of caught up to whoever's in the chat. All right, cool. Let's see here. What is the most, the thing you failed at the most?
Swedish pancakes.
Just straight up.
Yeah, Swedish pancakes. I just can't do it. It's really simple. A Swedish pancake is like a crepe. So it's a thin pancake. Right. I mean, you put some batter in a frying pan, flip it over, and you serve it, and I just can't do that. They're either soggy or they're burnt or they're whatever. No, my kids do it like it's nothing. I just can't do it.
Does it take like a special pan? Or anything like that?
No, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I've tried nonstick, cast iron, stainless steel, doesn't matter. I just fail at them. I buy them ready-made.
Nice. Yeah. Someone asked if Josh and Bibb asked, "Do you know PewDiePie?" And someone else asked if you like PewDiePie.
Well, those are totally. Now, I wish I knew him. I wish he would give me a shout out being Swedish. Of course, I know of him, and I know of his parents and stuff like that because it's something people know. We read it in the tabloid papers and stuff like that. But no, I don't. I actually have one of my wife's sons is more or less the same age, and they kind of hung out a little bit, but not with each other, but in the same kind of circles. They could have met, but they never did. And he doesn't live in Sweden anymore, so he lives in Brighton Beach in the UK.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he moved there a couple of years ago. So. If I like him, yeah, I've seen probably 10 videos. I really don't. I watch cooking videos,
Right.
And he doesn't do cooking videos, so nah.
Right on. All right, Kent, wake up, dude.
I'm reading over here. Give me a break.
We just did. Welcome back.
It's tough without pictures, I'm telling you. So, Smoking Bears Lassie wants to know, what is your go-to seasoning for lamb?
My go-to
Seasoning for lamb.
Seasoning?
Yeah,
for lamb? Yeah, I would say garlic and rosemary, and then salt, pepper, and what have you. But garlic and rosemary.
No mint, huh?
Nah.
No? Okay.
No. It's not. We do. I actually grow mint myself, but we don't make mint sauce, and we don't. It's not a part of the lamb scene. It is in the UK though. I do like it, but I've never made it. Maybe I should do that. Make a mint sauce video.
You eat a lot of lamb, though?
Yeah, I do. I've got one son who just can't eat either wild game or lamb. He just, he doesn't like the game taste.
Right.
But he's away at the university now, so I eat a lot of lamb. I like lamb. I like making lamb burgers. That's good.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
All right. Booger, Miss Air Fryer Queen, wants to know, have you ever had poutine?
No.
Really?
Yeah. I've actually been trying to get cheese curds in Sweden. They are apparently cheese curds somewhere, but we just haven't found them. I know we talked about that a while back, that I was going to try to find it, but I haven't. So I probably should try getting that, but that's on my trip to Canada, so I have to go to Canada, I guess. Or Florida to meet. Yeah.
There you go. Speaking of down that way, Meathead wants to know, have you and CJ had a tickle fight yet?
Nope.
Meathead said he's got a couple secret spots on CJ. He'll email you to him.
Okay, thank you. Yes, text me. That's fine.
Red's Barbecue and Pizzeria is obviously sobered up a little bit, but it says, after eating on this trip, do you have any dishes you want to recreate?
When I get back?
Yes.
Yeah, yes. I'm going to make the carne asada, of course, because Kirby gave me a seasoning for it. And I think I want to make fish tacos. I never made that before. That was really good. Other than that, I've had like ribs and chicken and burgers, and that's what I do anyway. So not really much to recreate. We went to Five Guys Burger. Five Guys. That was really good. I might do a burger like that. Maybe kind of announce it in one video and ask people to tell me what to put on it the next one. Something like that.
Oh, you're picking up little tricks from Marion over there, are you?
Yeah.
We
talked about it.
Robert Roy's rubbing off on you, and that might not be a good thing. So, one last question. Hobo Nichol BBQ wants you to compare the U.S. versus Sweden, just general life, the pros and cons.
I would actually say it's not that much of a difference. We have higher taxes and more expensive gasoline, but we've got better Medicare, things like that. Things you probably know, all of you. But I wouldn't say it's not that much of a difference. We are really, I would say, Americanized in Sweden. So America is a big influence for a lot of countries, Sweden one amongst them. Not that much of a difference.
All right. I do not see any other questions at this time. So if you're done stuffing your face, it's back on you.
No, I'm not.
I didn't figure you were, but take a break.
All right. So I think we kind of covered this already. Josh and Babe asked did you come just for vacation, but you were going to be here on official business, but it turned into vacation. The reason why he stayed in San Diego is because Marion's down there working.
Yeah.
See, the thing is Marion's retired, so he has time to take him and show him all the sites. I actually worked from home today, so I was able to hang out.
He's been working a lot.
I've been working a lot. I've been on my phone answering emails and all that stuff. So that's how we were able to work this out today. But yeah, I think that's why you're in San Diego, right? I mean, yeah. It's just because Marion's down there. Kirby was able to show up. You know, they hung out with AB on Sunday. So we've had quite a tour of all the Southern California. Yeah. He got to see the ocean yesterday.
Yeah. So it was really nice. We were down on the boardwalk. It was really nice.
Now, are you close to the ocean in Sweden?
Yes. Yeah. I would say walking to the Baltic Sea is maybe 10 minutes from home, something like that. So yeah.
Right, cool.
Oh, thank you.
Did Tony not bring it?
You did.
You suck.
You don't need it.
I need it.
Have some more.
Sorry, we're having a little private chat with the studio audience. I asked for something other than water. Someone's getting fired. That's not Kent today. Kent,
what happened? What happened to your bottle of Crown?
It's right here. I just wanted a little something besides that. So,
gotcha.
All right. Checking out the little deals there. All right, so we're coming up on an hour now. We both look like idiots. Just like, huh? You still going strong? You still going cool?
Sure.
All right,
yeah.
Cool. All right. Everybody in the chat, make sure you get your questions. We're still going strong. We got 46 in there. Doing good. Kent's working overtime. He's getting a bonus.
Heard that?
A bonus. I mean,
nothing.
Not being fired.
Absolutely nothing. Hey, Mega Fred's in the house. Mega Fred, we asked your question already.
And the answer was Queen.
He just likes Queen.
I likes a lot of things.
Yeah.
The question was which I like best. So.
And not the Queens that like Kent likes, but Queen the band.
Hey, you weren't supposed to tell. That's it.
There he is.
CJ.
Hey, that'll get you fined in the NFL, man.
That's fine. We were never there.
All right. Let's ask this one. This is Chris's old P question. 3 channels you watch: 1 big, 1 medium, or 1 small, and 1 you think should be bigger. So
1 big.
3 or 4.
Yeah, I watch. I knew this question was coming, so I was kind of walking through it. But shows that I watched that I enjoy, a big channel I enjoy. Of course, I watch some of the huge ones, but I would think that I enjoy watching Greg's Ballistic Barbecue. That's considered a big channel, right?
Yeah.
I like watching him. Small ones, I watch so many, but I don't know what's small then. Below 1,000?
Yeah, below 1,000.
I do like Cooking with James. He's doing a good job.
There you go.
Yeah. The Bomb Smokes, I like that. Yeah, it's a lot of small channels that I like watching. Mel's Simple Meals. Well, you all know who I like, because I usually tell you what I like. And who should be bigger? I think Christy should have a bigger following, actually.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good answer. Christy, you're doing good things.
Yeah.
And with Lloyd by your side,
yeah,
you should be a lot huger.
Yeah.
Huger, bigger.
Yeah, big. Yeah. And you're allowed to have a break. It's okay. We're waiting for you to come back.
No breaks. Get back in the kitchen.
All right.
Cool. That's a good answers.
Yeah.
You got to think about that one.
Yeah.
You got it set up already. So.
Yeah.
Well, since you've already have your setup answers, let's ask the Mount Rushmore question.
Yeah, that's the hardest one though, because I had to talk to Marion about that. What's really meant by that? So, on my Mount Rushmore, I would probably put my nan,
Who's that?
my grandmother, my paternal grandmother. Do I have to put anyone else on there?
There's 4. There's 4 spots.
I know 4 spots.
But
but it would be people that influenced me in life. It would be it would be I would probably say, yeah, my grandmother, it's really hard. My wife and my kids. I mean, they're a major part of they're what I live for. But my grandmother, she was a light in my life when I grew up. So
yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah,
for sure. I think it was Daryl last week said it would just be his wife taking all the spots up. Man. So, but you know, she obviously means a lot and takes care of everything. So, all right, guys, we are coming up on kind of the end of my little can questions. We've so make sure you get your questions into Kent, and we'll ask him. If you could cook with anybody else in history, who would it be? Anytime,
anyone. I would like to cook with Floyd. Cooking with Floyd. Really drunk. He was a chef that traveled around the world cooking, and he was, he started out with a wine glass, and he ended up upside down more or less every single time. It was on TV in like 60s and 70s. So much fun. I probably actually ran the show for longer, but he was always drunk. It was hilarious to watch. It would be fun. Julia Childs.
Oh, Julia Childs.
Yeah, it would be fun.
What about any newer people?
Anybody
you look at to watch their stuff?
I think one of the chefs that made me start experimenting more would be Jamie Oliver. Yeah. I think he meant a lot for the home cookers. Try this. It's not going to break. That that kind of thinking.
You show that it's a little easier to.
Yeah,
it's easier than you think.
Yeah, it's not magic. It's just you just have to have a little bit of. It's like it says on my channel. Cooking isn't really hard. You just might need some time for it, and that's the way it should be. So yeah, it would be cool to meet him.
Yeah, sure. Dude, I know he has a Italian restaurant.
Yeah, I know. I think it is actually the franchise chain thing.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. So I've walked by a couple, but I never.
Italian. I think it's
I've never eaten at one though.
Yeah.
So.
I'm surprised he hasn't hooked one up in like Vegas or something like that, because that's where
he probably might. I don't, but he lives in the UK still, I think.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, Kent, you got something for us?
God, you're hard on me tonight. Jesus. All right. Chef at Texas Style Barbecue and Goat Farming wants to know, have you ever been to Texas?
No.
Or do you want to visit there? I think he's going to pay for your trip to come visit him in Texas.
I can come anytime. No, I have not been there. I've been to... when I was in Alabama, I went to Florida, Tennessee, Mississippi, New Orleans, all the places around there. More or less every place that University of Alabama played football. But I never got as far as Texas, so I would like to go there. Lots of YouTube cooks in Texas. It would be really cool meeting everyone. Meeting T-Roy and James and everyone. And Chef Johnny, of course.
Yeah, Chef Johnny.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
And yes, Kirby, I did say goat farming, just so you know, buddy. Next, Deep Sea Barbecue wants to know the top 3 European countries to visit.
To visit? I would like to say Sweden, but if I was an American going to Europe to see something out of the ordinary, I would go to Italy. I would probably go to Spain. And I'd go to France, Paris. It would be easier to answer the city-wise. Just go to the capitals, Rome and Paris. I don't know, maybe go to Portugal. Pretty nice in Portugal.
What about Holland? It's legalized prostitution.
I haven't been there. Actually, I have. I've been to Amsterdam, but I've only been flying in, going to a meeting, flying out, kind of thing. So it's not that interesting. Of course, it's beautiful. Every place, if you've never been, it's all got something to offer. I mean, the best place I've been to in Europe is Corsica. That's the most beautiful place. But I like that stuff. I like
It's beautiful.
The scenery. You know, it's just hiking, and it's just a beautiful place. It has nothing to offer other than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't have any specific foods. They don't have any, you know, but the nature it's so beautiful. But I wouldn't, you know, it's not top of the list. Going to Paris is an amazing city. London is amazing. So I'm really bad at answering this. Right? Of course, I'm going to rephrase that. Sweden, Norway, and Denmark, of course.
Something we talked about earlier, and it's 40 or 50 pounds, Kirby. Kirby was wanting to know how much weight you've gained since being here. So I just told him 40 or 50 pounds. Close enough.
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 Let's see. Mr. Mega Fred Zeppelin says, of your Queen tunes, which are your favorite songs by Queen?
Bohemian Rhapsody. I probably listened to that like 200,000 times. No, I don't know.
Are you familiar with Wayne's World?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wayne's World.
Sorry, yes, sir.
Yeah, but it made a lot of good music.
Yeah, that they did. Bottle Cap Barbecue wants to know what inspired you to make a YouTube channel.
It actually started out, I wanted to build my own barbecue pit. I wanted to build a concrete barbecue pit, and I didn't know how to do it. I had never used brick and mortar. I didn't know anything. So my kids said, well, you could probably find information about that on YouTube. And I said, YouTube? That was May last year. End of June, I had my pit, and then I needed to cook something. So I religiously watched everything that D-Roy had made, James at Amen and Clem Smokers, Ray Mack, you know, and then it just spread from there.
Right.
And then one day my wife said, it was during our vacation, she said, I have to go back to Stockholm for work for a week. I said, well, I'm going to, you know. And I thought maybe I should try making a video. So I made my first cook. I made I think it was a chocolate steak or something like that on that pit. It was like a very long video. It is back there somewhere, but I don't know. And it just went on from there. I just thought it was fun trying out, using my camera differently. Filming, I hadn't really filmed anything in my life. So.
Everybody started.
Yeah, it's just one thing that I don't know, but it was obsessive watching of videos. I think that, but so I could probably do something. So.
Oh yeah, yeah, all right. Marion, Kris wants you to come on. Yep. All right, guys. Marion's gonna come into the live stream. So if you have anything,
he's cut his hair.
He cut his hair off completely.
I'm bald. I don't know. I might lose subscriber face.
All right. There he is, Kris. Knock yourself out.
Wait, Kris wants to ask me something?
Stand up straight. Oh, wait, you are.
This is me tall. What's up?
All right. Fire Escape Griller wants to know, Lassie, ribeye steak or lamb rib chop? Which do you prefer?
Ribeye. I do like lamb chops, but if you do a price per, you know, experience kind of comparison, a ribeye will always win.
All right. I don't think you can go wrong ever with a ribeye, but God damn it, Kris, shut up! I'm getting to your questions. Don't yell at me. Okay.
It's bad when you're yelling at Kris more than me this time.
God, Jesus. Well, you're Thursday night.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
What the hell's wrong with you? Mr. Hobo Nichol BBQ and questionnaire form wants to know, how popular are Swedish fish in Sweden?
Not at all. They don't even sell them in IKEA in Sweden. Actually, nice. The Swedish fish are actually salty licorice. It's just that no one else likes them but us. So that's why they're fruit here. Usually, you can get the blue fish. They're like a little bit salty, but they should be black and salty. Those we like, but the fruity ones there.
Susan asked if you're a hockey fan.
Nah, not really.
Do you ice skate? Or...
No. I mean, they made us wear ice skates in school for PE. Those were the days I usually had a cold. It's not my thing. They're really uncomfortable wearing them, and I don't like it.
Do you prefer cat or dog?
Well, we have both, but I prefer dogs.
I think Marion wants to know if you prefer cat or dog to eat.
Oh, to eat? Yeah. If I would have to choose, I would probably eat the cat then, but not much meat on that.
Does that satisfy your question, Marion? What? I said, do you satisfy your question? Yeah. He said yes. Josh wants you to come in here and show your hair off. All right. Take off your what? This is a family channel.
His pants. Taking off his pants.
He's taking off his pants.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Ken, go ahead while we wait for Marion.
All right. Hobo Nichol BBQ also wants to know what is on your hat.
What is on my hat? It's a Swedish Royal Seal, so it says Sweden. It actually says Sweden on that side, but it says Sverige. So, well, by popular request, I was supposed to speak some Swedish as well, but I'm not sure if anyone wants to hear that. I might call you out.
Who wants to cut my hair? That's what I want.
Who wants to cut?
I think Josh. I think it was Josh. That way Babe can write on your head with a Sharpie, too.
That was messed up, babe.
I think it's hilarious. I'm praying it was permanent marker.
I was hoping to. Do you like Cinnabon? Do you like cinnamon?
Cinnabon?
Yeah. Cinnabon over
there? Yeah, but that's like with the white stuff.
Yeah.
Icing. I don't like icing, but I do like the buns. So I do make them quite often, actually, but I don't use icing. Icing isn't that big of a thing. Actually, it wasn't until we were really Americanized. So now it is a thing, but we usually don't have icing on stuff. Not traditionally.
I love that cinnamon icing. Some good stuff. All right, Ken, I kind of jumped in there. Did you have more questions?
Well, Hobo said he had another one, but I told him to re-ask it. The only thing I saw that Kris asked recently is, did Robert Roy do an outfit change?
He took off his hoodie.
Okay. I don't know if that was it or not. Kris, if it wasn't, please re-ask it. I promise might try and get it for you since I'm ducking all your questions. Jackass.
Christy
and by the way, I don't know if you caught it in the chat or not, but you did lose a subscriber tonight, CJ.
Which one?
You lost Hobo. You butchered his question. He's deeply wounded by it. One big, one small, one that should be bigger. You butchered it, man. Like taking a meat cleaver to a cat, just right on the concrete. You messed up the question. He's heartbroken. Just saying.
Well, Kris, please accept my most heartfelt apologies to you and your questions. Okay, go ahead.
I'm done.
Oh, well, all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up a bit. I'm out of questions. So, okay, real quick, who do you want to see in the hot seat?
Well, I would like to see Albert in Spain on the fork. If possible. Yeah, if possible. I think that would be fun.
Sorry, Miss Susan.
Oh, there's so many.
Is there anything?
Did you have Steve, the cookout coach, on here?
No, I haven't had Steve. I'll reach out to him too.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything that we haven't covered that we don't know about you?
Probably a lot of things, but not really.
Yeah.
If you want to know more, just head over to my channel and we'll see.
That's true. Make sure you're watching this stuff. Guys, just real quick while we're still out here, if you see somebody you don't know in the chat, Thank you, Susan. Sorry, sometimes it goes a little sideways when I get irritated with our people in the chat. Anyway, if you guys don't know somebody, hey, the 4 Heart Ranch, right on, welcome. If you guys don't know somebody in the chat, make sure you subscribe to them. If you're not subscribed to any one of us, Kent, Hobo, Jay, any of them, Kirby, make sure you hit the 3 little dots next to them and subscribe to them. Beggar Fred says, have a safe trip home and good night.
Thank you, Fred.
Take care, Fred. Be careful out there. Kent, you got anything you want to say on the way out, brother?
No, not really, other than one quick last question. Bottle Cap slipped in. He wants to know, is there a true Swedish style of cooking?
No. We have a lot of long, slow cooks, like cooking a stew with chuck roast, stuff like that, that, you know, using the lesser cuts of beef. But it's not, I mean, it's the type of dishes that are disappearing. I mean, pizza and Thai food is invading Sweden as well. So no, I would say no.
All right.
You good?
Other than that, I'm good. Lassie, thank you so much for coming on. This was truly fun picking on CJ a little bit tonight. Thanks for your help. So,
thank you, Ken.
and you have a safe trip home, buddy. I'm sure we'll see you eating a bunch more food in the next couple of days if you're hanging out with Marion. So
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You got anything else to say? I appreciate you coming all the way to the States.
Yeah,
brother.
Thank you.
It's been awesome.
I'll let you sign off here.
All right, guys. I'm going to
everyone.
throw the link in the chat. And if you guys want to jump on, we're going to keep it going a little bit. I'm going to eat a little bit more food, and let's hang out. Thank you guys all for showing up. Most we had today was 51 people viewing, so that's exciting. I dig it. So thanks again for showing up. And I haven't even been drinking. Thanks again for stopping by, guys. There are 2 hot seats this week. So on Thursday, same time, same bat channel, same bat place. We have Rich from Rich's West Virginia, Rich's Smokers West Virginia. All right, and we'll chop it up with him. All right, guys, take care. I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now. Jump on, and we'll speak to you guys later. Take care.